Welcome, friends. We're coming to you live from Devil Dog Stadium in Morrilton as the Cyclones open their season against the Morrilton Devil Dogs. Good evening. I'm Mickey Duval as we continue our pregame show on 102.3. We're also streaming live on the internet at rivercountrykcjc.com. Also, Cyclone booth page on our YouTube channel. Sorry, a little bit out of practice. We're ready, and we weren't sure we were going to even get the season started, much less be here tonight. Because of all the COVID regulations, but the stadium is, they said they could have it 60% full. It's about 50% full right now. I think they wanted to err on the side of caution. They did here at Morrilton. Easily the smallest crowd that we've seen at a Morrilton-Russellville game here at Devil Dog Stadium. And I bring in my color man for tonight, Aaron Duval. And, well, it's good to be here. Finally some live sports, isn't it?
It is. It's good to be with you again this year, Mick, and good that football season is here. Just talking about the fans, we've got some good number of fans from Russellville that's come out to support the Cyclones. And because of the pandemic, it seems that everything is just like a half a bubble off center. But the season is here, and I think the players, the coaches, the parents are ready. The Russellville team, I think it's a team that we just got to wait and see exactly what they can do and how their season is going to turn out. Speed is going to be important, and also I think anticipating of where the ball is going is going to be important, especially for the defense. But regardless, a very important key, especially at the beginning of this season, is no turnovers on offense and creating turnovers on defense. We've got to have that. We've got to take the ball out of the hand of our opponent, and we do that by creating turnovers, and I think it's going to be a key not only for this game but also for the season.
Well, Caleb Gray, who's moved to safety, number 27 for Russellville, he's got a chance to set the school record for interceptions in a career. That mark held by Andrew Tryon, who went on to play at ASU. The interesting thing about Tryon, he had 10 interceptions in his career. He actually did it in one season. He transferred to Russellville and had 10 interceptions in one season. We don't think Morrilton's going to throw the ball very much. They have a 3-year starter at quarterback, but he's not a quarterback starter. He's a 3-year starter at linebacker. Tucker Granberry, who wears number 8, did not look good in their scrimmage against Conway. After a couple series, they brought in number 14, Demarius Martin. They're going to be predominantly a run-oriented team, is Morrilton, and they're very, very big up front. They did lose Chris Well, who went to the University of North Carolina, but they return almost everybody else. And so that's a team that's been to the semifinals the last 2 years in Class 5A. For the Cyclones, as we look for them on offense, they're going to start at quarterback Braden Whitford. We have the starters. This could change, but we have the starters. As center will be Logan Golden. The right guard and right tackle Travis Midlam and Dalton Hallmark. On the left side, Trevion Traylor and Jacob Narveson. We believe Latrell Thomas will start at running back. Of course, Trey Potter and Ty Hips does get some carries there. And you heard Coach Weaver say they may start and play 8 receivers. We think the first 3 going to see action is number 15, Brady Burnett, and number 27, Caleb Gray, number 32, Damon Donahoe. Trent Stokes also in there and playing some tight end. Yes, we said Caleb Gray. They said a lot of people are going to be playing both ways for the Cyclones. We'll take a look at their defense when we come back. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Beltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half off or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Beltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Joshua's Fine Jewelry, your locally owned, family-owned luxury jewelry establishment in the heart of downtown Russellville, is having a really wonderful watch sale right now. 50% off all in-stock Citizen watches now until October 1st. That means Rose Gold, Eco Drive, 50% off. Preview some of these amazing Citizen watches by following Joshua's Fine Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at joshuasfinejewelry.com.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Welcome back to Devil Dog Stadium. The three captains for Morrilton are ready to meet at midfield. One captain for Russellville. It'll be number 27, Caleb Gray, helmet off, and he is waiting, and I don't know what they're waiting on, but they'll be meeting at midfield soon to get the coin toss off. We talked to Coach Weaver about, everybody's had to deal with COVID. They didn't have any 7-on-7 this year. They didn't get the spring drills, because they get to practice in the spring while school's in session. And even when they came back, there was contact rules that you couldn't, have contact at a certain point. You couldn't hand the football off. You couldn't pass to a receiver at one point because everybody had to have their own football. Well, that doesn't really help a whole lot. And without the contact, that might serve an issue for both teams, but it might be an issue tonight.
Well, it is for both teams, and of course we're looking at Russellville, and that's who we're concerned about. But not only a problem not having reps during a practice with handoffs, but bad snaps. You gotta be that quarterback and that center have got to be on the same page all the time. Again, at keeping turnovers from happening on offense. So we could see quite a bit of bad snaps, handoffs on both teams tonight. Our defense needs to be ready to pounce on that ball if that happens on the Morrilton side.
This is the earliest football game ever played for the Cyclones, August 28th. The 7 times they've opened in August, 6 times on the 31st, once on the 30th. And so this is the earliest. So compound that with, hey, we're also going to start you earlier than ever before. Cyclones have a bye week after this ball game, and they haven't had a bye week since 1972. Get this, in 1972, they had a bye week right before the last game of the season. The Cyclones had moved to the 3A West that year, which was the largest classification. They had an 11-game schedule played over 12 weeks. Didn't make the playoffs, but still had a bye week. So a lot of first-time, long-time going on for the Cyclones. The earliest game ever before tonight was actually in 2012 on August the 30th. Cyclones faced Morrilton. Cody Jones and Mitch Mullen combined to throw for 219 yards, and Mitch Mullen had 2 touchdown passes, one to Jalen Curtis, one to Mason Freeman. Kentrell Scott added a rushing touchdown, and Cyclones won that game by 8-20-12.
Well, Morrilton won the toss, and they decided to defer to the second half. So Russellville is going to be receiving the ball, and they'll be going, I guess this is from south to north, if my directions are correct.
Cody McNabb, the head coach for Morrilton, of course, was a defensive coordinator under Jeff Holt at Russellville for a long time. He loves putting his defense on the field, and his defense is almost like an offense at time. We're going to take a 60-second break, John, our engineer, if that's all right, 60-second break, and then come back with the kickoff. You're listening to the Cyclone pregame show on River Country KCJC.
KCJC, Dartnell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country, KCJC.
How can I help you?
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Ow! Not every innovation is helpful, but the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about First State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. They treat people like you would expect to treat family. Kubota has you covered. Construction equipment, farm equipment, zero-turn mowers. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor, 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Call them today at 968-3795. That's 968-3795.
Welcome back. The Cyclones in their road white uniforms with red trim, white pants, black helmets, and Morrilton in their home maroon with gray or silver pants, silver helmets with the maroon M on it. We're sitting on the home side. Across from the Cyclone fans are in the sun. Russell will be moving right to left on your radio dial. If you're tuning in to us on KCJC, if you're on our YouTube channel, then you can see that.
We got Caleb Gray and Damon Donahoe back to receive the kickoff.
Well, those guys are game breakers. Caleb going to play a lot of two-way position. Kick is very short, though. It's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. I believe this is Gambit Graham. He's running toward the right, cuts back at the 25. He's hit, but he'll get a couple more yards. And that's where Russellville will start.
It was number 8, Graham, who received that short kickoff.
Yeah, he switched to number 8 this year. I want to say, I may be wrong about this because, you know, old man in his memory, but I want to say he was number 37 last year, which is not uncommon. Sophomores don't usually get to pick very much. Russellville on 1st and 10. Have the ball right in the middle of the field at their own 28-yard line. Whitford going to turn. He's going to hand it to Latrell Thomas, and I don't think he made the line of scrimmage. Latrell Thomas, number 7, cut back to the left just a little bit.
Yeah, that play was to go off the left guard, and Morrilton read that very good and stopped him for a loss.
Well, you say, what is it about
well, no, they gave him half a yard.
No, they gave he's a half-yard loss. Yeah,
half-yard.
Now we have a stoppage of play. The tough thing about Cody McNabb's defense is you never know where the pressure's coming from. He's got the 3-4 down, 3-4, and sometimes they're standing up. You never know what's happening. And it's tough on linemen to figure out who's blitzing. Is anybody blitzing? Are they just showing it, dropping back?
I think the key to this, one of the keys to this game on offense is, can we give our quarterback enough time to get the ball into the hands of the receivers? Whitford is going to have some time to spot the receiver. I'm talking about a long pass. I'm just saying get the ball out there 5-6 yards to that receiver and let him go to work against this defense.
I'm searching. I don't know what the delay was. I can't figure it out, but the officials say now we're ready to go, and I think it might be a clock issue because they're turning around and looking towards us.
And we don't have any control over it.
Well, they're looking towards our right. We're just to the left of them. And a little bit different look. Russellville's bench and Morrilton's bench, everybody spaced out. Morrilton using little cones, Russellville using buckets. Everybody keeping their distance. Almost a bad snap. Whitford does handle it, throws out in the flat. It's going to be caught by Trent Stokes. He'll stumble across the original line of scrimmage and get near the 30-yard line.
That was a good play by Whitford to get his hands around that ball, and a good catch by Stokes.
That goes for 2 yards. Russellville looking at 3rd down and 9. They need their own 38-yard line. Two receivers to the left. The one on the outside is Caleb Gray. First year he's got to play offense also. 3rd down and 9. 3 receivers in the pattern. Morrilton looked like they jumped in the neutral zone, which you can't get back, but they said he didn't quite get in the neutral zone. So play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Whitford, he's going to take a shot. Go to right side downfield, trying to go to Brady Burnett, but it was overthrown, and Russellville looking at 4th down and long.
Well, the defender was staying with Brady. Brady had about a half a step on him, but the ball was just out of his reach. But good call for Russellville. Loosen up the defense a little bit.
Well, sometimes if you're worried about pass protection, which you would be because Morrilton's They're big, and you never know where they're coming from. Do a quick throw, and that was a quick throw because they had man-on-man coverage. Wheeless going to punt this one away. It's a wobbly punt. Going to be fair caught at the 39-yard line, and he almost dropped that when he bobbled it. Did number 6, and I don't see a number 6 on the roster. So we could just make up a name on him.
Number 27, Caleb Gray, was right there in case he did drop that ball to pounce on it.
Goes in as a 32-yard punt. No return. They do give him the 40-yard line, so make it a 33-yard punt. First time to look at Russellville and their defense. And Tucker Granberry, number 8, starts at quarterback. Running back to his right is Jackson Mall. Expect him to get the ball quite a bit. They give it to him right here. Weaves his way, cutting back to the right to the 45-yard line. Positive yards on first down for the Devil Dogs.
Yeah, Ty Hips, number 43, is in on that stop. Did a little stutter step when he got to the line of scrimmage and broke to the left. Then he did a stutter step and broke back to the right, and that's where the hole was.
Early first quarter, Russell went 3 and out on their first possession. Morrilton looking at second down and 6. Granberry looking, he's going to throw it. It's up for grabs on the right side. It's going to be, is it caught? They do say he caught it, falling out of bounds at the Cyclone 25-yard line. That's to number 5, Marquise Criswell. He just floated it out there, and Criswell had enough space to backpedal towards the out-of-bounds line and was able to come up with it.
Caleb Gray was the defender, and he's saying some words to the official. Hey, this guy was out of bounds when he caught that thing. Or
maybe he was asking for a push-off. Either way, it's a pickup of 31 yards. Morrilton looking at first down and 10 from the Cyclone 25-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Granberry alone in the backfield, going to turn through it to the right side and tried to go to Criswell. It was incomplete. Would only picked up 3 or 4 yards on that play.
Good coverage by number 24, Shane Booker.
Yeah, he's Johnny's little brother. He probably doesn't like me saying that, but Shane's a big hitter.
Well, he had him covered good on that play.
Well, maybe Clemens heard a little footsteps, but actually I think it was just thrown around his knees, ankles. And as we said, Granberry has been a quarterback before his sophomore year when they had 2 quarterbacks go down, but Tucker Granberry, their starting linebacker, has for the previous 2 years. He motions Mole, the running back, to his left. He's going to turn and hand it to him on second and long. He's trying to sweep around the left side, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Is that Hips?
That's Hips, number 43. He tried to get to the left side around, but Hips had that play covered very good. Tackled him around the ankles.
Hips wearing number 43. All he needs is some long flowing hair to come out of that helmet. He looked like Palomalu on that play. I think he's been given free rein where he can jump in any gap he wants to. And he was able to wrap up on that far side. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. This is where you want Morrilton if you're Russellville. You want him in a passing situation. 5 wide receivers in the pattern. Empty backfield. He's going to throw left side. He's going for the end zone. He's got a man open. It's complete touchdown. Well, you want him in 3rd and long. However, they found the hole on that one as Tucker Granberry connects with Reggie Toney for the touchdown.
I think the defensive coaches of Russellville is going to start talking to the players. Look, this guy is floating the ball up real high. We ought to be able to get down there and get under it and go for it.
Leighton Green on to try the extra point. Granberry, the holder. Kick is up, and it's good. Check that. Was Jackson Mole? Is that he the one kicking? Either way, kick is good, and Morrilton leads at 7-0. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurant on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
Well, it's a 25-yard touchdown pass from Granberry to Reggie Toney. The extra point was good, and that gives the Devil Dogs a 7-0 lead. Give you the scoring drive. Here in just a moment. First, we got to have the kickoff. Jaquez kicking it off. He's going to kick it about the same spot. Graham retreating. He's going to field it at the 17-yard line. Running far side, dodges a man at the 25. He'll get near the 30 before he's brought down.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row that he's been able to run back and got Russellville in a good position at the 30-yard line.
That drive, they went 60 yards in 5 plays, just a minute 41, converting a 3rd down and 10. Russellville did what they needed to do, just Morrilton converting on that 3rd down and long.
Morrilton's quarterback, Granberry, puts a lot of air under that ball. We should be able to pick one off.
Yeah, they weren't he wasn't John Elway exactly on that, but he threw it where he needed to. Latrell Thomas taking on a sweep and weaved his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. It'll be 2nd down and long coming for Russellville.
Yeah, there's a sweep to the right, and there was an opening out there for him if he could have made it around the corner, but he decided to take it back upfield.
Appreciate you joining us here on 102.3. If you're listening to the audio on rivercountrykcjc.com, also on the YouTube channel. We stream football, basketball games for you. The only place for Cyclone sports. Out of the backfield is Latrell Thomas catching the flat, and he's got the 1st down at the 40, and he steps out of bounds. Getting ready to dodge a man. He stepped it before the contact came, but that's a pickup of 10 yards. They mark him right at the 40. It's very close, but they're going to say it is a 1st down. A little bit of a bad spot on that, but he got the 1st down.
Yeah, good throw, good catch, and an excellent run after he got the ball.
Whitford now 2 of 3 for 12 yards, 10 yards on that play. It's Russell's first down. They trail at 7-0 here. 7:40 left to play here in the first quarter, and Russellville jumped, I believe.
Yeah, I think the right side of that, or the left side of that offensive line came up a little quick.
First penalty of the season. And, you know, we kind of mentioned it in the pregame. We expect offsides and little things like that. Usually, even when it's not it's a non-COVID year. You just don't have the reps that you normally have because of everybody is in the same boat, though, because of all the restrictions. Stokes in motion, going to play action pass. Whitford, he's in trouble, throws off his back foot. He's got a man open. It's going to be intercepted in the middle of the field at the Morrilton 44-yard line. That's number 22, Palvison Feisma.
Yeah, I think the bad thing about that is they blitzed, and when he turned around to his right to look, they were right on him, and he threw off the back foot. You cannot get any speed, any height when you're throwing off your back foot like that. He did have a man open for a short time.
Yeah, but he was about to get pummeled, and he threw it. He had a man open, just not enough on it, like you said. Morrilton will take over at their own 44-yard line, leading 7-0. 7:34 left to play here in the first quarter. Russellville in a 3-4 themselves. Mull going to get the carry, waits, and then he cuts to the right side. He's into Cyclone territory and brought down at the 48.
That young man scares me. Every time he gets the ball, he doesn't hit the line of scrimmage when he gets the ball. He waits to see where that opening is, does a little stutter step, and then he goes for the hole.
Yeah, I don't like those patient runners.
No.
At least when they're running against us.
Watch him, he'll get it again.
Well, it's 2nd down and 2. They have the ball on the Cyclones 48. Oh, they're going to throw a screen pass to the near side, complete, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. He's very close to a 1st down. That went to Octavio.
Number 4, yeah.
Ballstero.
That sounds good to me.
Yep, they're going to say it as a first down. Well, I said a different name than what they said over the PA, so our roster may not be worth very much on this. Quincy Clemens got the first down for Morrilton. Devil Dogs have it at the Cyclones' 46-yard line, 1st and 10, leading 7-0. Mole going to get the carry straight up the gut, and he's got him opening. He's across the 40-yard line before being tripped up. 8 yards on first down.
It makes calling plays a lot easier when you get 5 to 8 yards on a first down.
Yeah, they're averaging 5 yards on first down, in fact, for this game. Taking their time. They're going to be a predominantly running team. They don't have the playmaker in Jacoby Criswell that they've enjoyed the last few years, but, I mean, he was an exceptional talent. He's going to play in North Carolina if they have a football season. Granberry throwing out far side, complete enough for the first down. And he's going to be brought down just inside the 35-yard line.
That was number 21, Ty Lewis, making a catch for Morrilton.
That's 34. I think we've got the wrong roster.
I think we do too.
I think we need a roster. Andrew Black, is that what he said?
I guess.
All right, so
my goodness.
We'll expect a little bit like that at the first game.
Well, can we just make up names?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Cyclones trailing 7-0. Morrilton another first down. They have the ball at the Cyclone 34-yard line. Ball on the left hash, empty backfield for Granberry. Every time they've done this, he's thrown the football, but he can run. They probably want to protect him. Nope, he's going to do the quarterback draw, and he'll lean forward and get a couple yards.
Oh. That's a good play by Carson Smith, number 23. He stayed in his position right up the middle. Another ankle tackle. Very good.
Yeah, Carson getting his first start as a Cyclone. Rossville scrimmaged Cabot last week. You'll see some highlights from that. You can go to our YouTube channel. Rachel Ralston putting that up for us. 2nd down and 9 for the Devil Dogs at the Cyclone 33-yard line. Mole's going to get it. Here comes the reverse. Russell sniffed it out. Can he dodge a man? He does. Dodge a big loss. Cuts back to the 35. He's going to get positive yardage inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Russell had it sniffed out, but Reggie Toney just too fast.
Yeah, we had 3 shots at him for a loss, and we didn't even lay a hand on him.
Yeah, he did a good job just getting 4 yards, though. It'll be 3rd down and 5. They need almost to the Russell 24 for a first down. Cyclones trailing by a touchdown. 4:22 left to play first quarter. New turf here at Morrilton. Wasn't sure if it was going to be ready. They go under center here. They're going to turn, give it to Mole straight up the gut. He's got the first down inside the 25 near the 22-yard line. Boy, they went under center, and they had 3 people in the backfield.
Yeah, full house backfield.
And a quick snap. Yeah, they had thought about switching the game to Russville, which would have been fine, but that would have actually left the Cyclones with only 4 home games next year. So I'm thankful that their turf was ready. Been 6 home games this year, but only 4 next year. Russville will have a week off before hosting Fort Smith Southside. 1st down and 10 for the Devil Dogs. Mole to the left of the quarterback. He's going to get the handoff, trying to bounce it outside, and he's tripped up again. This time by Trey Potter.
Yeah, Trey broke into the backfield. I don't know if anybody touched him and made a good tackle.
Yeah, stop for no gain. Trey is a Steeler fan, so we stick together. 2nd down and 10 for the Devil Dogs. Mole now 6 carries for 27 yards. They got down here before they had 3rd and 10 before they threw a 25-yard touchdown pass. Russell would like to get him at 3rd and 10. How about a turnover right here? Russell jumping around on defense, switching positions. Morrilton going to stand up and check. The play clock is already down to 5 seconds. They're going to have a time of 2 seconds, 1 second. They are going to get the snap off. Granberry, he's going to throw for the corner of the end zone, and is going to be intercepted.
Intercepted.
They haven't signaled in. No, they're going to say he's out. He's going to say he's out.
Caleb Gray, number 27, was right there.
Caleb Gray, who's chasing the career record for interceptions held by Andrew Tron with 10. Almost got one interception closer, and they're going to say Caleb was out of bounds. Well, Morrilton dodged a bullet there.
Well, I said earlier, this quarterback puts a lot of air under that ball.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a hitch in his throwing motion there, and probably at least got a hand on it. That'll bring up 4th down and 10. Now, if they try a field goal from here, it'll be a 39-yarder, but they have not. Yeah, they have. Granberry's the holder. He's going to put it back at the 30, so you can put it back as far as you want. We had Leighton Green, number 17, as their place kicker, but they don't. I think they've got number 26. I don't know who that is. 40-yard field goal attempt. Kick is down. Well, is it long enough? No, he missed it. Missed it right and short. Cyclone defense is held. Cyclones only trail by 7 here.
They missed a field goal and shot off the fireworks.
I was just thinking that.
Man, what would they do if he had made it?
Well, whoops.
Yeah. Somebody's not paying any attention to the game.
On that far side. Yeah, they need somebody on a walkie-talkie telling them if they missed it. Now, it works like a punt. And I don't know if Dardanelle still does it, but Dardanelle used to attempt field goals even if they were on their own side of the 50 because it works like a punt. And hard to return those things. And so that punt going in the end zone, Russell going to get the ball at the 20-yard line. And I don't know if they usually don't have TV timeouts, but it's almost like we're in the middle of a TV timeout, and I don't know why. We have a change of possession. The officials are ready to go, but they have not started the play clock here. 2:36 left to play here in the first quarter. Russellville trailing by a touchdown. This will be Russellville's 3rd offensive series. They've only mustered 11 yards in their first 2 series combined. Damon Donahoe going to be the running back. First chance we've seen him in the backfield. He's been set up as an inside receiver and also on defense. Donahoe, number 32, he's right behind the quarterback, pistol formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Whitford going to give it to Donahoe straight up the gut. He hits the hole quick, and he's across the 20, and he'll be stacked up about the 23.
Showed some power there after he made contact. One thing you got to say about the Morrilton defense, they're going to gain tackle. If you're going to run off the line of scrimmage like that, hit one of those holes, you're going to get hit by 4 or 5 people.
He's brought down by number 20, Darius Allison for the Bulldogs. Brings up 2nd down for Russellville.
Second down and 7 for the Cyclones. And far side, I missed the play.
It was a little swing pass to Donahoe again.
Russellville crossed the 25, pick up a couple yards there.
Yeah, about 5 yards to go for a first.
Well, we can't call it the 26 because it's shy of the 26, so officially a 2-yard pickup.
That's twice that little swing pass has been open.
Yeah, Graham, the quarterback, he's going to run it on the far side. Looked like it was an option play. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 30-yard line. Gavin Graham, first time we've seen him in there at quarterback, number 8. He'll pick up 3 yards, but it'll bring up 4th down and 2 for the Cyclones. And now we have an injured player down. We're going to take a 30-second break. Russellville trailing 7-0 with 1:33 left to play here in the first quarter. You're listening to Cyclone football on River Country KCJC.
You know, at Philrod Autoplex, we have a belief. When you buy a vehicle from us, you're not just buying a car, truck, or an SUV. Our customers become our partners and our friends, and we focus on maintaining that partnership. Yes, we have the best built vehicles on the planet with Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota, but honestly, anyone can sell a car. We develop relationships. You have a friend at the dealership who will look out for you and your vehicle, not just another salesperson trying to make a quick buck. Give us a try, and I promise you will see the difference. Order a vehicle from us today at PhilRodAutoplex.com or come see us at 3300 East Main, Russellville.
Welcome back. It was a Morrilton Devil Dog player. I still can't see his number, but he's walking off field under his own power, but he's holding his left forearm.
Looked like it's number 73.
Brings up 4th down and 3 for the Cyclones.
4th down and a long 2, and looked like Russell's going for it.
Flag on the play.
And looks false start against Russellville. Now that may change whether or not Russell's going to go for it. You never know if they were going for it, if they were just trying to.
That was number 72, the Morrilton player that was hurt. Granberry, not the quarterback.
Tristan Wheelis, number 10, going to punt it away now. This one, wobbly short kick. It's going to hit on Russell's side of the 50 and roll sideways out of bounds at the 44. 21-yard punt, no return. And Morrilton will take over on the Cyclones' 44-yard line. Well, they've been winning the battle of field position. They lead at 7-0 here with 1:15 left to play here in the first quarter.
Well, they moved it back to the 46.
First and 10 for the Devil Dogs at the Cyclone 46-yard line. Pistol formation for Morrilton. Now they move Mole to the right of Granberry. Bring a man in motion. They're going to hand it to him. He's running laterally. This is number 6, Reggie Tony, and he cuts the corner across the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Trey Potter in on the stop. Played his position very well. Pushed off the block and was able to make the tackle.
Pickup of 2. No, make it 3 on the play. They give him the 43-yard line.
Also number 43, Ty Hip, was in on that.
2nd down and 7. Jackson Mole direct snap to him. He's across the 45, 40, leans in to the 39-yard line.
The quarterback, Tucker Granberry, was trying to block number 43, Ty Hips. I don't think he'll try that again. He got flattened pretty good.
Cyclones trailing 7-0. Morrilton at the Cyclone 39-yard line, looking at 3rd down and a long 2. And Morrilton will take a timeout. Or no, we're at the end of the first quarter. Yeah, we're in the first quarter. So after a quarter play, Cyclones trail 7-0. We'll take a break, come back with more. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country, KCJC. 7-0 Morrilton is. Jackson Mole going to get the handoff straight up the middle this time. He's going to be stopped short of the first down by a couple yards.
Yeah, number 61, Trevon Taylor.
Travion Trailer.
Yeah.
And he's a nose guard. He's one of the many Cyclones playing both ways. I understand our live stream is back up. Again, Wi-Fi issues, which, you know, with all the storms and stuff going on, a lot more people streaming games. Morrilton has a stream going, which they usually don't. We expected that. Fumble on the snap. Granberry, wouldn't you know it? Oh, it's gone for the first half for the Cyclones. He picked up the fumble and got the first down. On 3rd and 2, picks up 3 yards just by picking it up and running forward.
Yeah, fumble, and it dropped at his feet and just stayed there.
Cyclones trailing 7-0. We've got 8:27 left to play here in the first half. We knew Morrilton was going to focus on the running game. This is new from them, though. They're taking their time in between snaps. Almost got a delay game earlier on this.
Making sure there wasn't any flags over there.
They have the ball at the 14-yard line. I said 19 a while ago. I misspoke. 2nd down and 10. Play clock stopped. Game clock at 8 seconds. Here's the snap. Give it to Mole straight up the gut. And Mole inside the 10-yard line. They're going to say his knee hit at the 10.
Yeah, I think he tripped up himself, but number 64, Hallmark, was in on the tackle.
Yeah, Mole now 11 carries for 42 yards.
Again, they're just running just off the guard and the tackle.
Yeah, they're just
nothing fancy.
No, mainly running game. They've thrown a couple incomplete passes, one complete for about 6 yards and a first down. Right now, they're looking at 3rd and 6 from the Cyclone 10-yard line. Empty backfield for Granberry. Usually he's just turned and thrown it one way or the other. This is what he's going to do here, throwing right side. It's complete to the tight end, Mole, who was more like the S-back. They're going to give him the 8-yard line. I don't know if that was to him. He jumped up, but the way it looked, it was being thrown to somebody else. It's going to be short of the first down by about 4 yards.
Yeah, when he caught that ball, Salazar was right there, number 20. He held him up till he could get some help over there and stopped him.
Yeah, I think they were trying to go to Tony on that far side, who was right at the 2 or 1 yard line. And so it looks like they're going to try a field goal here. They're going to put the ball down at the 14-yard line, ball on the right hash. So it'll be a 24-yard attempt.
We need to block this thing.
Yeah, he's already missed one from 30 yards out. This one, it's definitely long enough, and it is good. So Morrilton, long, time-consuming drive ends in a field goal, and they lead the Cyclones by a score of 10-0 with 6:23 left to play in the first half. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC. Welcome back. They go on a 6-minute, 52-second drive. Think about this. That drive was almost 7 minutes, and they only gained 38 yards. 38 yards in 13 plays. Ended in a 24-yard field goal attempt by Cam and Fitzpatrick. That's a long time just to go 38 yards. They haven't kicked deep on Cyclones yet. This may be the deepest. It's going to be fielded at the by 32 at the 15-yard line. Donahoe running laterally. He's going to be cut down at the 21-yard line. 6-yard pickup for Damon.
Yeah, the defender got blocked right into him, and he just couldn't get around him. But that had potential, that run right there, because it was opening up on the sideline.
And Damon, at times, has used his speed. We saw that, almost a regular occurrence in junior high, big kickoff returns a couple years ago. Russell, seems like forever since they've had the football. They punted with 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. They're getting the ball here for the first time second quarter with 6:17 left. Ball at the 21-yard line, right hash mark. Braden Whitford, right behind him is Donahoe. He stays right behind him. It's a pistol formation, 2 receivers to each side, and now we have a whistle, and is it delay game? It is delay game. That's the 3rd penalty on the Cyclones. 2 false starts and 1 delay game. Russell's had struggles in this first half, just 19 yards total by the offense. I know time possession doesn't necessarily mean anything, but they've had the ball only 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Whitford flips the ball in his hand, throwing across. It's knocked down by Jackson Mole, the middle linebacker.
Could have been a late hit on Whitford.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Right in front of the official.
Yeah, he was hit late on that, pushed down. I think he was going for Trenton Stokes.
I wasn't watching that. I was watching the quarterback because I knew he was going to get hit. I'm sure hoping there was a flag there.
3 receivers to the left this time, 1 to the right. Short side of the field is Brady Burnett. Donahoe, the running back. Whitford back to pass. He's going to throw it left side. He's got a man, Caleb Gray, and it's out of his reach.
Yeah, he's about 3 to 4 yards behind everybody.
Yeah. But that's about the 3rd time we've seen Whitford had to backpedal a little bit to get just a little bit of extra time. 3rd down and 15. Cyclones trailing 10-0. 6:09 left to play here in the first half. 2 receivers to each side. Whitford, the quarterback, gets the shotgun, looking right. He's going to throw across the middle. It's complete to Brady Burnett. He's got the first down and more. He's across the 35. Spin move just past the 40 and going to be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Great catch by Brady Burnett, breaking across the middle. And I know his grandfather back in Russellville is listening to this, so hope he's cheering for Brady. That's a great catch.
Yeah, and a 30-yard pickup. They give him the 46-yard line. Cyclones really needed that. You don't want to punt the ball away after. Oh, and here's a bad.
In front of the officials.
Clock rolling. 5:16 left. Sorry about that. 17 seconds on the play clock. Cyclones trailing 10-0. 2 receivers to each side. They have a lot of yards for first down. Good thing it's only 2nd down, so you got 2 shots at it. They're going to try to get it all in one here, but incomplete. Trying to go to Stokes over there on that far side. Bring him 3rd and very long for Russellville.
Caleb Gray was holding up his hands saying, I was in the open, and he was for a short time over the middle. We may see them go to Gray. That was just what I used to call an old fly pattern, just straight down the middle.
3rd down and 35. The Cyclones need the Morrilton 44-yard line for a first down. They're going to turn and give it to Donahoe on the draw play. Hit across the 35. Stutter sips his ways across the 40, 35 now, 40. A little draw play. Picked up some big yards there, but Russellville still 13 yards short, but that's not a bad little play. Get yourself some breathing room.
That was a real good play. Got hit, did a little spin move, and gained an additional 7 to 8 yards.
Yeah, 22 yards on the pickup.
Russellville going to go for it?
Well, I don't know. It's 4th down and 13. Russellville has all the 3 timeouts. I think they're just going to use one here. They're letting the clock roll down, but they're going to end up using a timeout. At the very least, I don't know if they're going to think about it. At the very least, just giving their defense a breather. Remember, a lot of these guys going both ways for Russellville. So here in about 4 seconds, they're going to blow it dead. Russellville's going to take a timeout, trailing 10-0 here with 4:19 left to play in the first half. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Hello, this is Tatum Holt with Centennial Bank in Russellville. As you walk in the door for the first time, you knew you were home. It isn't yours yet, but you can't imagine a better place for you and your family to make memories. Whether purchasing your first home, a vacation home, or your last home, let Centennial Bank Mortgage help make your dreams become a reality. So come see me, Tatum Holt, in MLS 1887245 at our new location in Russellville, or visit my100bank.com today to learn more. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to property and credit approval. In MLS 466091.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have the stats for you. Also have some Cyclone history for you. We're going to focus on Cyclones Morrilton 1970 football game. 4:12 left to play. They run 7 seconds off the clock during that timeout. Russell going to go for it on 4th and 12. Whitford rolling out to his right. He's going to throw downfield. He's got Brady Burnett there, and is complete enough for the first down. He spins up to 20, to the 15, almost gets to the 10-yard line. Boy, that could have been a late hit, too, as they piled on. But Brady Burnett, he's not shook up. He pops up and tosses the ball to the official. 4th down and 13, and the Cyclones convert. How about that?
I think the key to that was Whitford rolling out to his right, threw the defense off.
46 yards on the pickup. 46 yards on the pickup. And there's a stoppage of play. Reggie Toney's face mask came off his helmet. So they're having to stop the play just to get him off the field. I thought maybe he was rolling to his right to maybe punt it, but Whitford, he had his cannon cocked and ready. 4:03 left to play here in the first half. Boy, you talk about somebody needing that. It'd be tough to punt after all that happened, but it's tough to turn over the ball on downs there on your side of the 50, down 10-0. Russellville in business here, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. That's the short side of the field. How about Brady Burnett? 2 catches for 76 yards so far. Donahoe, the running back, to Whitford's left. Whitford looking left, pumps, nothing there. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. He's inside the 10. His helmet's taken off. How's that not a face mask? Maybe they got him around the chin strap or underneath the helmet, and they yanked it off, and he's got to come out of the game. He gets inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. If it's taken off like that, do you have to come off? I think that's what they're asking, because it looked like it got ripped off. And so since it was taken off, how's it taken off? That's not a penalty, but
yeah.
2nd down and 8. Sorry, 2nd down and 7 from the 8-yard line. Damon Donahoe, he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Cyclones lose yardage on that play. They're going to mark at the 11-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10. I still go back to that. How can you not have a face mask when they take the helmet off of somebody? It's even if you took it off from the side, because if it didn't come off as a result of being jerked off, then they would have made Whitford sit out a play. But the only time you don't have to is when it's taken off by the other team. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Big play for Russellville. 3rd down and 10. From the 11-yard line, Whitford looking right. Pumps. He's going to be hit and dropped back at the 20-yard line. Well, he probably did a smart thing because he was looking to the right side and nobody was open over there, and you do not want to throw an interception in the end zone. Live to play another day, and you can decide whether you want to go for it here or try a field goal. It looks like they're going to try a field goal. Wheelis comes out. Gavin Graham going to be the holder. They're going to put the ball down at the 26-yard line. So it'll be a 36-yard field goal, ball on the right hash mark. Russellville looking to get on the board here with 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Snap is down. It's long enough, and nope, wide left. Russellville had a good positive drive, but
yes, they did.
No points on the drive. 1:51 left to play here in the first half. Cyclones still trail by a score of 10-0. Well, some big catches there, too, by Brady Burnett. 1 of 30 yards, 1 of 46 yards. One converted a first down on a 3rd and 15. The other one converted a first down on a 4th and 13. And look, at the very least, you kept your defense off the field. You can say that. Russell plays a lot of guys 2 ways, though, but you did give your defensive guys a breather, but you also flipped the field a little bit. Now, this is easily the worst starting position for the Devil Dogs. They've been around their 40 or better starting each drive. Granberry going to turn, give it to Jackson Mole, and he breaks a tackle at the 25, cut down at the 33-yard line. I say they're not really a team to air it out, but they can get you by some big runs, and so they can go the 2-minute offense if they decide to get some big runs here. Clock stopped. Now it starts at 1:44 left to play here in the first half.
Now, Caleb Gray was in on that stop, but you're absolutely right with Maul back there, number 28. He's a scary player if you're playing against him.
He comes out of the game. And for him will be Darius Allison, who does not have a carry yet. He's trying to get his gloves on. Clock is rolling here with 1:19 left. They're wasting some valuable time. Play clock down to 7. At their own 33-yard line. Snap floated back there. Going to throw downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Closest man to it was the Russellville Cyclone. Eli Tolan was the closest man. That does stop the clock for the Devil Dogs with 1:09 left. There's the give, straight up the gut, and across the 35, going to be stacked up at the 39-yard line. It's Allison, his first carry. Does it feel like Morrilton's giving up a little bit there?
I think so. Number 20, Salazar and Tolan in on that stop.
Yeah, see here, Devil Dogs are going to say, well, we're going to run some time off the clock. Russellville doesn't want to use a timeout just in case they convert.
They're wasting a lot of time.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
don't think they're. I think they're just like, we'll just run time off the clock. Morrilton's going to get the ball to start the second half, and they lead at 10-0. Play clock at 15, game clock at 31. Devil Dogs looking at 3rd and 4. I bet if Russellville stops them here, I bet Russellville will use a timeout. But they're going to milk it all the way down. 4 seconds on the play clock, 3 seconds. Granberry going to get the snap, gives it to Allison, running left side. He's going to be hitting the backfield, breaks a tackle there. He's got the first down. No, he ran backwards and then gets hit forward. I think he got the first down twice. Ends up getting it at the end. Got it, ran backwards, and then he got it again.
I didn't see who was back there in that backfield, but we had our hands on him. But he is able to twist away.
Yeah, Devil Dogs going to be content. They have not stopped the clock. They're supposed to stop the clock for first downs, but they haven't. It doesn't matter. Morrilton says we're good with this, and the clock is at 0. The horn doesn't go off, actually, but we are at halftime. The Cyclones trailing Morrilton 10-0. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Our city has a very important election on September the 8th, and we need your support. This is Russellville Mayor Richard Harris. By voting for the 1 cent sales tax, we can continue making significant progress throughout the city, mainly with our streets and drainage. But without this revenue, those improvements would come to a screeching halt. Vote for the 1 cent sales tax September the 8th. Early voting begins September the 1st. Thank you.
Paid for by Power of the Penny Committee.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Beltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half off or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Beltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the...
If you're looking for positives, that's definitely a positive. What's your thoughts of the first half?
Well, Morrilton's offense, there's nothing fancy about it. They're telling you what they're going to do, and they're going to run right up the middle until you stop them. The first half, Russellville didn't stop them. And but we're going to have to tighten up that defense up the middle. Now, this Granberry, the quarterback from Morrilton, this first half, he's reminded me of somebody, and I couldn't place who it is, and it just hit me who he reminds me of when he cocks his arm to throw the ball. Now, somebody young like Will and Wes McCrawdy, they wouldn't know this guy when I mention his name, but Y.E. Tittle. A lot of the older guys like me know who this guy was. Played for the New York Giants in San Francisco. The way he cocked his arm back, that's the way this young man throws the ball. The thing about it is, we've said it during the game, he puts a lot of air under that ball. So if our defenders will stay close to their receivers, and when that ball's coming down, we have a chance, a real good chance, of knocking the ball down or getting an interception, because it's just a jump ball is what it is. It's not thrown on a straight line. He's just throwing it up there, and it's coming, and it falls like a dying quail. And so we need to play our defense a little tighter, not only up the middle, but also with their receivers. The key to Russellville's offense, we saw it at the end of that, toward the end of that second quarter, I think, is putting the ball in the playmaker's hands. You got three of them. You got Brady Burnett, we got Caleb Gray, and we got Donahoe. We can see what they do when they get their hands on the ball. So if we can give the quarterback a little time where he can get that ball out there to them or create some holes on that line of scrimmage for Donahoe to run through, I think we can turn this thing around and we can score. But I think that'll be the key to the whole thing.
Well, if you look at the stats, and we'll give those to you after our next break, but it just looks all Morrilton. But then the good thing is you look at the scoreboard, you're like, well, it's only 10. So it's 10-0. It could be worse when you're playing it that much on your side. When you look at Russell's drive chart, I mean, the first drive, a 3-and-out, ended a punt. Next one, an interception. Next one, punt. And then the long drive that ended in a missed field goal, but Russell driving 60 yards, eating up 4.5 minutes, converting a 4th down and 13. 2 big pass plays from Whitford to Burnett. And even though it did end in a missed field goal, if you said you're not going to score, what would you like? At that time, we were thinking we just need some time with our offense, our defense off the field, and maybe to give our offense a little bit of confidence. It was a long enough drive that maybe it could do that. 11 plays, 60 yards, and that's a spark that Russell may need to focus on as they get ready to play the second half.
And during that drive, didn't we have a bad snap that threw us back?
Yeah.
And so we had to make that up, and I think Russellville showed some good signs there. As you said, if we can just carry this over into the second half.
Yeah, you got to look at it. In that drive, Russellville had a 2nd and 35 that they ended up converting because they went for it on 4th down. And before that, had converted a 3rd down and 15. So that's some positives. And you expect pregame jitters, especially on the road when you're opening on the road for the season. Russellville trailing 10-0. We take a break. We'll come back and give you these stats from the first half. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Joshua's Fine Jewelry, your locally owned, family-owned luxury jewelry establishment in the heart of downtown Russellville, is having a really wonderful watch sale right now. 50% off all in-stock Citizen watches now until October 1st. That means Rose Gold, Eco Drive, 50% off. Preview some of these amazing Citizen watches by following Joshua's Fine Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at joshuasfinejewelry.com.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
How can I help you?
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Not every innovation is helpful, but the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about First State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. They treat people like you would expect to treat family. Kubota has you covered. Construction equipment, farm equipment, zero-turn mowers. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor, 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Call them today at 968-3795. That's 968-3795.
KCJC Darknell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing Morrilton by a score of 10-0. We'll give you the stats from the first half. 156 yards for the Devil Dogs, just 84 for the Cyclones. Russellville 90 yards passing, -6 yards rushing. Of course, that botch snap or that bad snap comes off your rushing totals. Russellville had 19 total plays. Individually, Braden Whitford passing, he's 5 of 10 for 90 yards, does have an interception. Running the football, Damon Donahoe has 3 carries for 22 yards. Receiving, Brady Burnett 2 catches for 76 yards along with 46. 2 big plays to give Russellville first downs on that last drive. Trenton Stokes does have a catch for 3 yards. for Morrilton. They had 74 yards passing, 82 yards rushing, a lot more balance, and it's weird because we didn't expect them to come in and pass at all. They haven't passed very effectively, but enough. Tucker Granberry, 6 of 12 for 74 yards, does have a touchdown pass. Carrying the football, Jackson Mull with 12 carries for 55 yards. Russellville losing the time of possession, 8:38 to 15:22, much better than what it was at one point. Russell only had the ball 4 minutes. Third down conversions, Morrilton 6 of 8, Cyclones 1 of 5. Cyclones did go for it on 1 4th down and did convert on that 4th and 13. Morrilton did not go for a single 4th down. The Devil Dogs lead in the stat where it counts on the scoreboard, leading it 10 to nothing. We're going to take another break, come back with this date in Cyclone history. 50-year anniversary of Cyclones playing Morrilton. We'll highlight that when we come back. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurant on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
You know, at Philrod Auto Place, we have a belief. When you buy a vehicle from us, you're not just buying a car, truck, or an SUV. Our customers become our partners, our friends, and we focus on maintaining that partnership. Yes, we have the best built vehicles on the planet with Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota, but honestly, anyone can sell a car. We develop relationships. You have a friend at the dealership who will look out for you and your vehicle, not just another salesperson trying to make a quick buck. Give us a try, and I promise you will see the difference. Order a vehicle from us today at PhilRodAutoplex.com or come see us at 3300 East Main, Russellville.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing Morrilton here at halftime by a score of 10 to nothing. This is the 91st time the Cyclones have met Morrilton here on the football field. Teams first played in 1906. They've played every year since 1958. We're going to look at, instead of this date in Cyclone history, I wanted to do the 50-year anniversary of this meeting. Since this is 2020, look back at 50 years ago, 1970. Played at Bailey Field as both schools were at the top and the bottom of the 3AA North region standings. The Devil Dogs were coached by Dwayne Davis, who had claimed 2 state titles in 4 seasons at Morrilton. His first season, he had led the Devil Dogs to a 5-0 record. Starting the season, they were number 3 in Class AA. Like I said, coming into this game 5-0. Russellville had entered the season after 3 consecutive 9-win seasons under Coach Paul Pugh. But in 1970, struggled. They were 0-5. So Morrilton 5-0 and Cyclones 0-5. In the third quarter of that ball game, Russellville found themselves deep in their own territory in a scoreless game, and Cyclone quarterback Joe Whiteside handed off to all-region running back Virgil Williamson, who went 83 yards untouched to give the Cyclones a lead. Kicker was Mark Burns. He added the extra point, making it 7-0. Morrilton answered as their all-region tailback James McDaniel would score on 2 touchdowns that give the Devil Dogs a 12-7 lead in the fourth quarter. They weren't able to convert on the point after, on either point after. And what seemed to be Russell's final chance, Cyclones turned the ball over on downs inside the Morrilton 5-yard line. Devil Dogs took over, but soon faced a 4th down with 30 seconds left. Think about this. They got 4th down, 30 seconds left. Morrilton has the ball, and they're up by 5. And they had the ball inside their own 5-yard line. They elected to punt instead of taking a safety. That decision proved costly as the Cyclones blocked the punt and recovered in the end zone for the winning touchdown. The Cyclones scoring with less than a half minute left and won the game 13-12. It was the first win of the season for the Cyclones as they finished with 3 wins in their final 5 games. The season ended, both Russell and Morrilton were tied for second and the 3AA North with a 3-2 conference record. The following season, Morrilton would win their first state championship. Tonight's the 39th consecutive time the Cyclones have opened the season with double dogs. Morrilton broke that streak on their opening game last year with opening with Cersei. I guess it was 2 years ago. Opening week 0, the Cyclones will have had a bye week 0 last year. This year they're playing week 0, obviously, against Morrilton. They will have a bye next week before hosting Fort Smith Southside. And we asked this on our Facebook page. Russellville now played Morrilton 91 times. What other school has Cyclones played 91 times? That's Conway. So if Russellville plays Morrilton next year, that will be the team that Russellville has faced the most. It'll be the 92nd meeting between the two schools. One little odd note, too, in 3 weeks, Russellville's going to play against Valonia. Russellville's never played Valonia in high school football. Played them a lot in junior high, played them in basketball, but never one time in football. That's going to change this year. That's your look into Cyclone history. Russellville trailing here at halftime by a score of 10-0. We'll take a break. Come back with more. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
Sí, la compañía de Miller Roofing estamos sirviendo a River Valley desde 1991 con muy buena reputación y por la supervisión de techos y trabajo residenciales y comerciales. Somos una compañía muy segura y confiable. Si tienes alguna pregunta, puedes llamarnos para un estimado gratis. 1479-890-3499. 1479-890-3499. Gracias.
Hello, this is Tatum Holt with Centennial Bank in Russellville. As you walked in the door for the first time, you knew you were home. It isn't yours yet, but you can't imagine a better place for you and your family to make memories. Whether purchasing your first home, a vacation home, or your last home, let Centennial Bank Mortgage help make your dreams become a reality. So come see me, Tatum Holt, in MLS 1887245 at our new location in Russellville, or visit my100bank.com today to learn more. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to property and credit approval. NMLS 466091.
Our city has a very important election on September the 8th, and we need your support. This is Russellville Mayor Richard Harris. By voting for the 1-cent sales tax, we can continue making significant progress throughout the city, mainly with our streets and drainage. But without this revenue, those improvements would come to a screeching halt. Vote for the 1-cent sales tax September the 8th. Early voting begins September the 1st. Thank you.
Paid for by Power of the Penny Committee.
Welcome back. Extended halftime, but no band tonight. I'm sure because they have the band, but they didn't do the marching band. I was able to watch Fort Smith Northside and Southside last night. Their band played in the rain, and I mean that's a long time rivalry. Able to watch a little bit about that. Northside won that one going away. The Cyclones going to be playing Southside in 2 weeks.
Always like to hear from people that listen to us or watch. And earlier in the week, we heard from a Cyclone fan, Jerry Burns, that listens to us and watches live stream, and we appreciate that so much, Jerry doing that, and all the fans that listen to us on the radio. We wouldn't be doing this without you, and we appreciate it very much, and we hope we bring you a good game if you can't make it, and come out and support them. As I said earlier, we have a good crowd here from Russellville across the field. We're looking at it now, and come out and support the Cyclones, and they're still in this game, only 10-0. And if we can come back and stop Morrilton on their drive here at the start of the second half, get the ball. We know what we need to do. We know we need to put the ball in their hands, and we can come down and score early in this second half, I think we can turn this game around.
Yeah, the school board president, Chris Cloud, listening to us, watching us from Florida. He's on vacation down there. Hopefully he's staying dry down there. Give us some scores that we have. We don't have many. We do have some. Searcy and Cabot, that's kind of a highly anticipated game. Russellville played Cabot in their scrimmage last week. Searcy leading Cabot 12-7. That ball game in the second quarter. Conway leading Fayetteville in the second quarter 17-14. Van Buren is now a conference foe for Russellville. They lead Springdale in the second quarter 27-13. And Lake Hamilton, who has aspirations from to winning a possible state championship. They said it's the most talented team they've had in a long time. They lead Hot Springs Lakeside 24-7. Of course, here we're 10-0 and trying to check out, see if we have any more scores. You know, our conference changed this year. We got rid of Little Rock Hall and El Dorado and Sheridan. Picked up Mountain Home and Little Rock Parkview and also Van Buren.
And that trip to El Dorado, that was a long trip, but now I'm thinking about Mountain Home.
It's not going to be much easier, is
no,
it? I mean,
it's not.
At least it was interstate to El Dorado. There's just no easy way to get to Mountain Home. And, of course, we go up there for basketball, too. And the golf team's going to hopefully go up there twice for state. They're hosting boys and girls in consecutive weeks. So, hey, within a month, 4 weeks, I could probably drive to Mountain Home three times. And I think I'll be done with the Arkansas highways for a while after that. I'd like to take a break if that happens. But
well, Mountain Home's a nice place to visit. But, boy, I tell you, to go up there often, it's going to get old.
That's tough. But anyway, Russellville trailing here 10-0. We're 20 seconds away. What they have on the clock are ready for the second half, so we're just going to keep it right here. Plane with, one of our fans, Chris Cloud, said a plane ride. That might be good. If I don't get airsick, that might be the way to go.
Chris is not going to pilot, is he?
I don't think so. Although he's a daredevil, he might. He's Southside Rebel, returned Russellville Cyclone. Rebels when he was at Southside. They put 3 more minutes on the clock. Can you believe that? So we're going to take another break and then come back with the second half. How's that? You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Feltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half off or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. And check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Joshua's Fine Jewelry, your locally owned, family-owned luxury jewelry establishment in the heart of downtown Russellville, is having a really wonderful watch sale right now. 50% off all in-stock Citizen watches now until October 1st. That means Rose Gold, Eco Drive, 50% off. Preview some of these amazing Citizen watches by following Joshua's Fine Jewelry on Facebook.
Watching us not back yet to the 20.
Shop online at joshuasfinejewelry.com.
All right, a little late coming back. Of course, they put 3 more minutes, and then they cut that short. They kicked off, Russellville did, to the 20. Jackson Mall was able to take it, but ran sideways and only picks up 5 or 6 yards. We're waiting to see where they're going to put it down.
Zalazar in on that stop. I couldn't find a up-to-date roster for the Morrilton football team, so
yeah, just don't even worry about that side. And We had a little bit of problem getting our own roster going. All right, Granbury going to be the quarterback here. He only played 2 series the last week in their benefit game, but he's gone the entire way here. He's going to hand it off to Jackson Moe. He gets across the 30. A couple more yards after that.
Gain tackle by Russellville. Good tackling there, led by number 64, Hallmark.
Jackson Moe, number 28 for Morrilton, has 13 carries for 60 yards. They're going to give him the 31-yard line, so 5 yards on that pickup. Yeah, Granbury had his problems passing in that conference or that preseason game. Struggled a little bit here, but does have a touchdown pass, but have not seen number 14, Demarius Martin, in at quarterback at all. 2nd down and 5. This is where Morrilton wants to be. They're going to give it to Moe running laterally, and he breaks an arm tackle here. Finally, the first flag is going to be called on Morrilton. This is going to be a holding penalty, but Russell actually stopped it for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, number 61, Trailer, was held. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah. And, sometimes when you stop him for a 1-yard loss, you say, well, I don't know about the penalty, but Russell's going to take the penalty because it's 10 yards from the spot. It's going to be more than a 10-yard penalty. I think that flag's sitting at the 26-yard line. So it's going to move him back all the way to the 16. 10-yard spot foul. That's the first penalty, and it goes for 15 yards on the 10-yard hold, but it happened 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
How many flags have been in this game? Only 2?
3 against Russellville and 1 against Morrilton, so 4 total. And Trailer almost wrapped him up with one hand even before that, but Mold just so tough. 2nd down and long. Granbury going to be in the backfield all by himself. 5 receivers in the pattern. 3 to his right, 2 to his left. They float the snap back to there. It's going to be a quarterback draw, and he's going to be hit before he crosses the 15-yard line. Is stacked up there. They're going to give him a generous spot at the 20. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Hallmark, number 64, back in on that tackle again, along with number 43, Hips.
Cyclones trailing 10-0. We're in the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Morrilton doing a very good job of taking time off the clock. I mean, we've not usually seen this. Been, of course, they had the playmaker Criswell back there the last 3 years, and they've been effective, but very long and drawn out. Now the snap on 3rd and long. Granbury going to throw. He's got a man open, and we're going to get a incomplete pass, but we're also going to flag called against Russellville. And it's going to be against the Cyclones here. I don't think it's going to be enough to give Morrilton a 1st down, though. It's probably going to be a hold on the defensive back. Now they're going to say pass interference. It's not an automatic 1st down in high school football, but it is a 15-yard penalty. They're going to put it down at the 35, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for Morrilton.
Who do you think is going to get the ball?
Yeah. Well, the 2 times they've done this before, they've gone under center with 3 running backs, and they've given it to Jackson Moe, number 28. And it looks like they're going to do the same thing again because they run up the line and snap it pretty quick. Granbury, he's going to turn and give it to Moe, and he's got the 1st down running along that right side. Pickup of 2, and he only needed 1.
Number 20, Salazar, in on the tackle again. We called his name quite a bit tonight, and he's playing a good defensive game.
The only time they didn't do that was when they went under center and there was a fumbled snap.
Got a timeout, Morrilton player down.
It's the 2nd player we've had go down. You know that I cannot remember if it was 2 years ago or 4 years ago that Morrilton was ahead of us at first half, and the second half it's almost like their entire team started cramping and that Russell was able to come back and win. I cannot remember when that was, but this looks like a cramp, and at first I thought it was number 28 Jackson Moe, but I see him in the huddle over here on the side.
I think it's 52.
Okay. That's Hayden Scroggins. That's their center. And now he's up walking off, but they, stick your leg up, stick your heel out, and cramp injury or calf or something. They got the first down, 9:45 left to play third quarter. Russellville trailing 10-0. I go back to that first half when Morrilton had the field goal attempt. Their drive was almost 7 minutes and less than 40 yards, 13 plays. That's the way it's been with Morrilton on offense. I mean, dare I say dull, but it is, you know. I mean, but it's been effective. Granberry, 1st and 10, out of the shotgun, bobbles the snap. It's on the turf, and I think Russellville's Trent Stokes just got it.
Yeah, believe he did. He's on it. Yes.
Cyclones get the fumble, and Russellville needed that. Now they're set up inside the Morrilton 35-yard line.
And that was number 14, Stokes, that got that. That's twice the quarterback's fumbled the ball. This time it wouldn't come up to him.
Yeah, the other time it was a under center on one of those short yardage plays. 9:21 left to play third quarter. Cyclones trailing 10-0. You know, it's never do or die, but if Morrilton's going to play offense like this and really limit Russellville's offensive possessions, you almost feel like you got to get something here.
Got number 7, Thomas, in the backfield.
Yeah, he was the starter, but he hadn't played the last couple series because in the backfield it's been Damon Donahoe. Donahoe's been the wideout, but I don't see him out there. 4 receivers in the pattern. They're going to give it to Latrell Thomas straight up the gut. He's not going to get anything. Did get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Anytime you run against Morrilton, especially up the middle, as we said earlier, they're going to game tackle you, and it's hard to move that defensive line.
Yeah, they're just so big up front. I mean, Dawson Granberry, brother, he's 6'2", 299. Their defensive ends are 191, 215. It's tough going against that. 2nd down and 10. Whitford back to pass. He's in trouble. Hit. He's going to throw it downfield, and it's going to be complete. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Flags fly, but it's defensive pass interference, but does not matter. Caleb Gray coming up with it. Caleb Gray getting a start on offense tonight, the defensive specialist who has a chance to break the Cyclone career record in interceptions. Just got a touchdown pass on offense. How about that?
Gray did a good job going up for that ball and taking away from the defender, but the key thing was the quarterback, Whitford, getting away. They had him sacked in the back, but he got away from him and got rid of the ball.
Yeah, he was able to shield. I don't even want to say break a tackle because they were hanging on him. And Whitford just so strong, able to heave that downfield. And smart play by the Morrilton defender. He was beat, and he's like, I'd rather give it 15 yards than a touchdown. Problem was that it ended up being a touchdown anyway. The extra point's blocked. So Russellville still trails, but it's going to be 10-6. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Well, you know, when your defense gets you a turnover, you want to turn it into points, especially when you get it deep. Trent Stokes able to recover the fumble on the Morrilton Devil Dog 32-yard line. Cyclones takes him 2 plays. Ends up being a 32-yard touchdown pass from Braden Whitford to Caleb Gray.
You know, we were talking at halftime, to get back in this game, you got to put the ball in the hands of your playmaker, and that's what they did. Put it in the hands of one of them. Caleb Gray turned it into 6 points.
Yeah, extra point was blocked. Tristan Wheelis will kick off for the Cyclones, who trail by 4. High, short kick, going to be fielded at the 23-yard line. Across the 25, cutting back and hit immediately at the 27.
That's Drew Tyner for Morrilton.
He gets to the 28.
I didn't see who made the tackle, but good coverage by that special teams of the Cyclones.
Russellville trailing 10-6. Morrilton, they've started the play clock, and they're still huddled on the sideline. Play clock is down at 17 as they're running out there. Clock stopped at 8:34 left to play third quarter. Play clock down to 7.
They won't have to call timeout.
Yeah, I think they might do it. They're over on the sideline. They're looking 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They're going to get it off. They do. Granberry pumps. Nobody there. He's going to be hitting the backfield. Breaks a tackle at the 25-yard line. Gets positive yardage across the 30. And Cyclone coaches are upset about something. I don't know what they're upset about.
Number 76, Bobo, had him in the backfield, just couldn't wrap him up.
Yeah, almost a 5-yard sack turns into a 3-yard gain. I mean, Granberry looking like a linebacker there. Morrilton's center, who went out with cramps, came back in the game for one play, and he's out again. So watch for maybe a bad snap with the backup center. The snap is good here. They're going to turn, give it to Mull. He hits in the backfield, breaks that tackle across the 30, shy of the 35-yard line. It'll bring up third down for the Devil Dogs.
Bunch of Russellville on that tackle. It's hard to, but the one on the bottom is Trey Potter, number 16.
Mull now 15 carries for 64 yards. He has been a workhorse.
That's the only way to bring these people down for Morrilton is you got to gain tackle because they're going to twist, they're going to turn, they're going to break free.
Another play-by-play guy told me, he said, we lost Chris Will. He said, we turned almost everybody else, and we're big. And they are big, especially up front. Third down and 5. Ball the right hash mark on their own 33-yard line. The Devil Dogs, 3 receivers left. Here comes the blitz of Russellville. Granberry back to pass. He's swarmed back of the backfield. Is he going to be brought down? Yes, he is. Back at the 30-yard line. And it took a host of Cyclones to bring him down there. Morrilton punt that we've seen. If they punt, I don't think they punted yet.
I think they'll go for it.
Well, they're lined up like they're going for it. Well, now number 4, Quincy Clemens, is back. He's a wide receiver. He does get it away. Russellville, boy, they came after that one. It's going to be fielded, juggled by Caleb Gray, but he did call for the fair catch. He have it at the 36, and that's where Russellville will take over. Cyclones have a chance to take the lead if they can put it in the end zone here.
Got good field position, starting at the 36. Not quite the 36, close to it.
Those are the footballs there. We'll call it the 36.
Call it 36.
33-yard punt, no return. Cyclones trailing 10-6 here with 6:04 left to play here in the third quarter.
Donahoe back in the backfield.
He replaces Thomas. Hard count. And late flag, but they're going to get Russellville for jumping off sides. Russellville flinched over here, and they didn't do anything for a second, so I think the official might have been thinking about it, but then he ended up getting Cyclones on that jump. That's the 5th penalty on the Cyclones for 35 yards.
And Morrilton has 1?
Yeah, 1 for 15.
Wow.
Well, it was, and they would have had 2, but the pass interference was nullified by Russellville still scoring the touchdown. First down and 15. We've seen Russellville ended up converting a 2nd and 35 by converting a 4th and 13 in the first half. Whitford snapped to his right, able to catch it. He's going to heave it downfield, and we're going to get pass interference on Morrilton. I don't know if the play would have been connected, but they were going to Caleb Gray in the you talk about textbook not playing the ball. That's what the defender did there for Morrilton. He just got in his way and pushed Caleb Gray. Obvious pass interference. And I know you say when you're beat you go ahead and do that, but I don't know if that ball was online or not. Maybe he might not have been worried about that. It's not automatic first down, but Russellville had 1st and 15, so it does give the Cyclones a first down because of the 15-yard penalty.
Now Russellville can breathe a little easier at the 46.
Stadium at 50% capacity is what they sold. They're allowed 60% or 2/3, but they said they were going to keep it at 50. Latrell Thomas motions out of the backfield, and it's going to be a quarterback draw by Whitford. Covers up. He's into devil dog territory and leans forward to the 47. We talk about Granbury being a load to bring down. Whitford's about the same way. You know, he's played linebacker in his football career. He picks up 6 yards there. I mean, I bet he's no fun to tackle.
That's a good quarterback draw when you can get 6 yards.
We saw Whitford just throw a touchdown pass with a guy draped on him. Pistol formation. Latrell Thomas, number 7, right behind the quarterback. Play clock down to 7. 2nd down and 4. Throw to the near side, complete to Stokes, and he dodges a man. He's got the first down inside the 40-yard line. Boy, he took on the defensive back there, Darius Allison, I believe it was. Pushed him to the ground.
Stokes, they hit him down around the knees trying to knock him out of bounds, but he kept his balance and stayed in bounds and picked up additional yardage. Good catch by Stokes.
Yeah, needed 4, got 10. It's a first down for the Cyclones. Russellville trailing 10-6. Got 5 minutes, 9 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Cyclones the underdog in this game, according to Hootens, by 2 points. Pistol formation once again. Whitford looking to his left, throws, hit as he throws. He's going across the middle, and he's got Caleb Gray complete and just shy of the goal line. He slid into the end zone, and I wasn't sure how close he was. Boy, he almost made the goal line there, inside the 1-yard line. Caleb Gray able to lay out for that, catch it, and slid into the end zone. If this was the NFL, that would have been a touchdown.
His helmet came off, so he's going to have to leave.
For one play. And we saw a similar play to that when it was jerked off. When they took Whitford's helmet off, he was able to stay in. But if it comes off like that, he has to come out for at least one play. Russell 1st and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Trailing by 4. Whitford going to be under center here. Quarterback sneak. No, he's going to turn and hand it off. Latrell Thomas trying to bounce it outside and gets in. Yes. 2nd, 3rd effort into the end zone for the touchdown.
You're right. It was a 3rd effort. He kept twisting and kept those legs moving, and it paid off for him.
1-yard touchdown run by Latrell Thomas has given the Cyclones a lead, following a 37-yard pass from Whitford to Caleb Gray. Tristan Wheelis on to try the extra point. And it's blocked again. They blocked 2 extra points.
And they're all coming from that left side.
But the Cyclones do take the lead on the 1-yard touchdown run. We'll take a break. Russellville 12, Morrilton 10. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Not every innovation is helpful, but the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about First State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
Welcome back. The Cyclones take a lead. They lead at 12-10 on that scoring summary. Russellville goes 64 yards in just 4 plays. They've scored on back-to-back possessions, just 1 minute, 20 seconds on that. And the touchdown run by Latrell Thomas of 1 yard for number 7. Extra point was blocked. 2nd time that Morrilton's blocked an extra point. But the Cyclones lead at 12-10.
That combination of Whitford and Gray is paying off tonight, along with Brady Burnett. But again, those 2 receivers right now are really carrying this team.
Yeah, 2 big catches for both those guys. There's Wheelis. End over end is going to kick it on the far side. That's a live ball, but it goes out of bounds. So they have the option of 3 things to do here. Usually, teams will take it. You can take it where it goes out of bounds. That's like if it's an onside kick. It's the only time you do that. You can penalize them and make them kick it over. Or you can get the ball, I think it's at the 35, it may be the 40. It's at 35, I believe, and that's what Morrilton will do.
They've started the play clock. Morrilton's still on the sideline.
They may be tired of this, saying, hey, you're taking too much time. We're just going to pull Andre Patillo and do that. And play clock's at 17, 16, and they're lining up, coming from the sideline, did not huddle on the field. 10 seconds on the play clock. Cyclones with a 2-point lead, their first lead of the game. Granberry, a turn, give it to Mull. Started right, nothing there. He cuts it back left. He's got some room. He's across the 40, cuts back at the 45, and weaves his way across midfield, still on his feet. And he ended up stepping out of bounds just inside the Cyclone side of the 50.
Yeah, number 20, Salazar was there to stop him, but he picked up some great yardage for Morrilton. We just couldn't get our hands on him.
16 yards on the pickup.
They've been running up right straight up the middle, and this time he took it to the outside, to the left, and caught Russellville by surprise.
Morrilton to the line of scrimmage a little earlier this time. 15 seconds on the play clock. Empty backfield for Tucker Granberry. Gets the snap. Comes pressure, far side, throws, complete to the split in. I believe this is Jackson Mall who's lined up there. No, it's Tyner, number 19. They're going to give him forward progress. He did the smart thing. He didn't fight for extra yards because he was driven back quite a way. So they'll give him forward progress to about the 42-yard line of Russellville, pickup of 7.
Making the stop was number 27, Caleb Gray.
Caleb Gray on the big reception and on the tackle. Our guys have got to be gassed. Maybe they've been helped by Morrilton taking time in between each play. 14 seconds on the play clock. Moll's going to get the call on 2nd down and 3, and he plows his way across the 40 to the 38, enough for a Devil Dog first down.
When he runs up at that line of scrimmage, it's like he waits and then just takes a step to the left or right, wherever the hole's at, and then he puts on the speed.
He's got 84 yards on 17 carries. He's also playing middle linebacker on their defense for most of the night. Granberry stacked to the left side. He's going to turn, look, lost it, picked it back up. He's thrown it up for grabs. It's going to be intercepted by Gavin Graham at the 15-yard line. He's across the 20, 25, 30, breaks to the left. He's got some room, picks up a block at the 40, 45, near midfield. Gavin Graham intercepting it at the 15-yard line.
I didn't see the quarterback drop the ball.
Well, he didn't drop it. He fumbled it held it back, and he fumbled it there.
I was watching the receiver. We had 2 defenders on him, and Graham came up with that interception. Again, a rainbow pass, a lot of air under it, easy to pick off.
It's almost like an infielder that comes up out of his glove and has to double clutch because he's trying to gain the handle on it. That's what it looked like. I was surprised he still threw it because he got absolutely nothing on it. And Graham, a 34-yard return on the interception. And Russellville's defense gets the second turnover here in the second half. 3:19 left to play here in the third quarter. Cyclones lead 12-10, looking for more.
It was a good run by Graham, but he got some good blocks.
Yeah, and we're going to get a penalty on Russellville, block of the back, so they're going to have to start back at their 40, but that's okay. It'll be 1st and 10 there on the return. Pistol formation for Whitford. He's going to throw a pass. It's thrown and incomplete. They tried to set up a screen. It's like 2 of the receivers were both blocking. Nobody knew which one was going to get the ball. I don't know if they're trying to go to Stokes or Burnett over on this side.
Unusual to have both of them in that area so close together.
Yeah, I think one of them was supposed to be blocking, one to be catching, but it looked like they were both blocking, so they might have been confused. You know, Coach Weaver talked about this. He said we don't have all our offense installed because of the lack of reps. And because of COVID, he said he thinks all teams are like that, probably going to play a little bit more vanilla on offense. 2nd 10, Whitford. He's going to air it out, and he's trying to go for Stokes, and it's incomplete. Maybe needed a little bit more time to get it out there, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Russellville.
Stokes had a step on the defense. They had 2 defenders there, but it was about 2 or 3 yards behind them.
3:11 left to play here in the third quarter. The Cyclones leading at 12-10. Russell's defense getting the second turnover of the second half. First one was turned into a touchdown. Russell's gone for touchdowns on back-to-back possessions. If they want to do 3 for 3. They're going to have to convert this 3rd and 10. They need a midfield for the first down. Whitford looking left, pumps. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. That time you could it was pass interference, but it wasn't a penalty because the Devil Dog defender did a really nice job of acting like he was going for the ball. That's exactly how you're supposed to play it. They were going for Caleb Gray. So after the interception by Gavin Graham, Russellville going to have to punt it away after going 3 and out.
Stokes, I believe, was a trailer on that. He was open for a short period of time.
Tristan Wheelis. Russell running on a player. They got 7 seconds to snap it. And Russell just jumped off sides. Yeah,
man.
It was a mix-up over here on this side. We had two receivers, 2 gunners here on this side. And there's so many rules about who's got to be on, who's got to be off, and they were kind of confused, and they took off the wrong situation. So 5-yard penalty, but Russell's still going to be punting it away anyway. Wheelis gets the snap and punts it away. A low, wobbly kick. It hits off the Morrilton player. It's a live ball. I think the Cyclones just covered it at the 30-yard line. It looks like coming up with it was Eli Tolan.
You talk about redeeming yourself. I think he was the one who jumped off sides. Well, they got a couple of officials back here talking, but I don't see a flag anywhere.
They can't. There's a flag back here at the 47-yard line.
Okay.
Okay. Sideline warning. Unsportsmanlike conduct against. Okay, so offsetting penalties against the Cyclones and Devil Dogs. 2:55 left to play. And the Cyclones, another turnover. Three here in the third quarter alone. The Cyclones will have it at the Devil Dog. I'm waiting for them to put it down. Is it the 31 or the 30?
31.
Now give it to Latrell Thomas. Boy, he has hit hard in the backfield. No place to go.
Well, we've tried that area about 4 times maybe. I don't think we gained much yardage. That defensive line for Morrilton is just so big. Once they get set in their position, it's hard to move them.
You got a guy nose guard almost 300 pounds. He's tough to move. He's tough to dodge. 2nd down and 12 for Russellville. Clock rolling. 2:24 left to play here in the third quarter. The Cyclones leading at 12-10. Whitford directing traffic. He's gone almost the entire way at quarterback. Play action pass. There's nothing there, and he is dropped at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's not his fault. He had no chance at all. He couldn't even find his receivers.
Well, as soon as the play fake happened, they swarmed him, and they read that one. They didn't go for the fake at all. And Russellville, after the muff punt by Morrilton, is going the wrong direction. They're looking at 3rd down and 18 from the Devil Dog 39-yard line.
You'd think Russellville would need to take the ball to the outside a little to get away from that rush up the middle.
Play clock at 18. 1:38 left to play here in the third quarter. Cyclones leading it by 2. 2 receivers to each side. Donahoe and Stokes are the inside receivers. Burnett and Gray, the outside receivers. And under pressure, Braden Whitford goes down near midfield. They're going to mark him down at the 48-yard line. Bring up 4th down and forever. Russellville going to have to punt. 4th and 27 to be exact.
Well, Russellville could have got zapped with another penalty on the holding, but with the loss, referee didn't throw the flag. About 53 seconds to go in this quarter.
Yeah, Wheeler's going to be back to punt again. How about another muff punt? We'll be fine with that. They don't come after him. It's a wobbly kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 14-yard line. And Tyner, I think, on that far side, and he fumbles. I think Morrilton came up with it, though, at the 20-yard line. And a late flag. Now another flag coming in.
Another one.
Yep. And I don't know who's this one's going to be on. There was a lot of talking on both sides, to be honest.
The good thing about Russellville, their players ran off right quick. I think it's against Morrilton. They kept looking over there trying to pick out a number.
Well, Morrilton will have the ball at their own 20-yard line with 36 seconds left.
Yeah, against Morrilton.
It's going to be against Morrilton. That's going to put him.
One for against Russellville?
Okay, so offsetting. It's the second time we've had offsetting tonight. I was going to say that was going to put Morrilton in an even bigger hole. Russellville leading by 2, getting near the end of the third quarter, 36 seconds left. Cyclones lead at 12-10. Russellville scored 2 touchdowns, had both of them blocked. I don't know if by the same player, but the same side. And I can tell who the Morrilton Devil Dog they got the penalty was because he's being chewed out by his own teammates over here on the sideline. Granberry, the quarterback, Mole to his left. They're going to turn and hand it to Jackson Mole, running right side, breaks a tackle at the 20 and lean forward to get to the 22. You know, they've gotten in trouble on that last possession when they got a little cute. They were running the ball fine, and they decided to throw it and got picked off by Gavin Graham, I guess 2 possessions ago technically, because you had the muff punt.
I think number 58, we hadn't called his name, Luke Covington, made that stop.
That should be the last play because Morrilton's going to let the clock run out. Last play of the third quarter. Cyclones lead at 12-10. We're through 3 quarters of play. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. They treat people like you would expect to treat family. Kubota has you covered. Construction equipment, farm equipment, zero-turn mowers. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor, 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Call them today at 968-3795. That's 968-3795.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurants on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
Well, pretty good third quarter for the Cyclones as a defense comes up with 3 turnovers and 2 touchdowns by the offense, and Russellville leads at 12-10 as we get ready to start the final 12 minutes of play.
You think Morrilton, the success they've had running the ball, this is what they'd be doing in this fourth quarter. Take some time off, get down and score, leave very little time for Russellville to come back, but I'll be surprised if they put it up in the air that much.
Well, they've really shot themselves in the foot. Morrilton has. I just texted that to my buddy Jim Garner, and they're going to run out of toes, Morrilton is, with those 3 turnovers. Out of the backfield, a pass complete across the 30-35 as they start the third quarter, rolling out the big S back there. I don't know who 34 was. Don't have him on our roster. They didn't say his name, so they may not have him on the roster. They just said catch by number 34.
Stopped by number 21, Clark.
Tell you what, they got a tight end, number 68, Newsom, and he's big enough. I wonder if they hadn't switched his jersey because that's on film. That's the position he played. I'm going to say that's Hunter Newsom, usually number 68, or was during the scrimmage. Jackson Mole stutter steps his way. He's cut down after a 2-yard gain, but boy, just patient little jump cut there. Picks up a couple yards.
Good tackle, open field tackle by Ty Hips.
He doesn't have big gainers tonight, but he He's been steady. I don't know if he's had any losses. 19 carries for 88 yards. Yeah, they're saying Hunter Newsome has switched, so it was. Hey, we finally get to be right on something. Usually number 68, Newsome, wearing number 34, and he's the one that came out of the backfield. He's built like an offensive tackle, and he plays that S-back as an extra blocker, but we saw him in the scrimmage against Conway come out of the backfield and catch a couple passes. Low snap, it's on the turf. Tucker Granberry fielding it at the 30. He just falls on it. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Russellville benefits there.
Yeah, number 58, Luke Covington again was right there to make sure he stayed down or if he lost the ball.
3rd down and 15. They need their own 46-yard line for a first down. You know, taking time and running the football, being patient, that's fine when you're up 10-0, but now you're down by 2, and Morrilton's thinking, well, with 10-15 left to go, they got to convert a 3rd and 15 here. That offense doesn't play well from behind late. Mole, the running back, will stand to the right side of Granberry. Back to pass. He's going to throw it. It's just up for grabs here. There's 2 Russellville Cyclones and 1 Morrilton Devil Dog, and knocking it down, I think, was Finley Golden. Golden was there, Gray was there, and Golden got his hands up, face guarding, which is perfectly legal in high school football, and the pass hit him in the shoulder pad. Good job by Finley, and Russell's going to get the ball back.
Yeah, Caleb Gray, number 27, going back to receive the punt. He's going to stand somewhere around his 34, 33, 34-yard line. Now he moves up to the 35.
9:58 left to play. High snap. Clemens able to kick. It's a low, wobbly kick. Well, that's going to take out somebody's helmet. That's so low, but it gets a big Morrilton roll and rolls all the way to the 30-yard line. I think that hit shy of the 50-yard line and ended up rolling on, 20 yards. It sure did. It's going to be blown dead at the 31-yard line, so a 38, very low punt. Cyclones take over on their own 31-yard line, leading by 2 with 9:47 left.
You know, sometimes I hit a golf ball that low, but I don't get that kind of roll on it.
Yeah,
got to be doing something wrong.
Worm burners there.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably slowed up by the grass.
Or the trees.
9:47 left. Cyclones leading at 12-10. 2 receivers to each side. Donahoe, number 32, going to be the running back on this possession. Whitford, the quarterback. Donahoe right behind him in the pistol formation. Hard count. Got Morrilton to jump, but didn't get in. They didn't get in the neutral zone, and now they're going to blow it dead. Say Russellville jumped. So the Cyclone coaches on the far side not arguing, so it must have been on that far side. It was thrown by the official on the far side.
That's
so
twice Russellville's been caught with that.
1st and 15 for the Cyclones.
You know, if they stay in that same position or that same formation, number 25, Kobe Robinson, is in the slot. No one's really covering him. Well, now you got one over there close to him.
2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. They're going to turn and give it to Donahoe. He's trying to bounce outside. He can't. He's going to be cut down for a loss of a couple on the play back to the 23-yard line. Russellville again going backwards ever since scoring those back-to-back touchdowns. Their offense has been going the wrong direction. Looking here at 2nd down and 18. 9:18 left to play in the game. Clock rolling. Russellville leading by 2. Play clock down to 14. Russellville not huddling. At the line of scrimmage, Latrell Thomas, the running back. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The lone one to the left is Caleb Gray. They're going to roll the pocket to the right. Whitford looking, and he may tuck it and run. No, he's going to heave it downfield for Brady Burnett. It's tipped and incomplete. They get hit off the hands of Brady Burnett and hit off the hands of, that might have been Mark Bowers back there.
His number looked like 22.
Well, it looked like, to me, Whitford was going to take off running. I thought he was very close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he had Thomas in front of him as a blocker.
8:56 left to play here in the ball game. Cyclones lead at 12-10. Clock is stopped. Morrilton running on a player late over on that far side. Whitford, he pumps. Now he's going to air it out. He's got Caleb Gray and can't make the connection. He dove, but he wasn't close to it, so it'll bring up 4th down. The Cyclones going to have to punt.
Well, in a play like that, you like to see the quarterback overthrow the receiver, not underthrow, because it could be picked off. But Caleb, again, had his defender beat.
Tristan Wheelis back to punt. Morrilton probably going with the – well, they're not coming after it because it looks like a base defense with 2 players back. They may put on the punt return. They are. They don't – nobody crossed the line of scrimmage. This is a high, beautiful kick. Fair catch called for at the 42 there by Tyner. And if there's ever time for a high kick, that was the one because they had the punt return on, and you didn't want them to get anything set up. 36-yard punt, no return. Morrilton will have the ball at their own 41-yard line.
You know, he called that fair catch pretty quick.
He did. I mean, I wonder if it wasn't communicated to him by the sidelines. It was so early.
Got a feeling that Maul's going to see the ball quite a bit.
Well, they got time. They have 3 timeouts and 8:44 on the clock, plenty of time. But remember, they had a 7-minute drive that went less than 40 yards. Tyner, number 19, being run on late. Play clock down to 4 seconds. They're going to have to hurry. Morrilton is 2 seconds. Once they do get the snap off, Hunter Maul stutter steps his way. He's going to be hit in the backfield, but breaks 2 tackles. Another tackle, but still can't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, number 16, Trey Potter, had him in the backfield. He's just a slippery ball carrier. What else can you say about him?
That might be the first time we've stopped him for a loss, though, but I tell you, we've hit him in the backfield a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gotten back there. He's just tough to bring down. 2nd down and 11 for the Devil Dogs. 2 receivers to the right and an S back. 1 receiver to the left. Left tackle is already almost in pass protection. Makes you think that they're going to run to the right, roll to the right, or definitely a passing situation. It is a passing situation for them. They're going to throw it downfield. They got Clemens open, and it hits him in the foot. He didn't stop. He just kept running by backpedaling, and as he fell backwards, it hit him in the foot.
Yeah, that
if he'd have stopped, it might have hit him right in the face mask.
Number 20, Salazar, was the defender. The receiver just outran the ball.
This will bring up 3rd down and 11. And again, I thought that might have been a running situation for them, the way they can make yards on the ground. Do you think they panicked a little bit on that play call? 2nd and 11. I mean, we've only stopped them a couple times for losses. Now, 3rd and 11. You almost think it's a passing situation. They've sort of painted themselves into a corner. Granberry back to pass. Going to be flushed out of the pocket, rolling to the right. He's being chased from behind. He's going to be hit and stacked up and spun down right near the line of scrimmage. He might have got a half yard, but Russell's okay getting a half yard on 3rd and 11.
Number 23, Carson Smith, right there to put a stop to him.
I just think on 2nd and 11, they might have run something to make it more manageable. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. And now Morrilton's got to kick it away. The clock is rolling with 7:28 left. Morrilton scored 10 points in the first half. Russell scored 12 points in the 3rd quarter, and that's where we stand.
Caleb Gray, number 27, back around the 30-yard line to receive this punt. Now you got number 2.
Yeah, Finley Golden back there also. See if Russell comes after this. No, they don't. Ty Hips was running there, and a low kick. It's going to roll again. And Russell thinks about letting it go. Finley, and he says, no, I'm going to back off of this. It's going to roll dead at the 30-yard line. Thought better of it. Ends up being a 29-yard punt with no return. The Cyclones will take over at their own 30-yard line.
That's twice he's done that. Twice he's been very lucky not to hit one of his own players.
Yeah. Boy, both offenses just really struggling here in this 4th quarter. In the second half, after Russell scored the 2nd touchdown, both offenses just struggled, gone backwards.
Russellville needs about 3 first downs here to keep that clock running.
At the very least, to flip the field. You'd love to put one in the end zone to make it 8, no matter what happens with the extra point. Russell's had 2 extra points blocked tonight. 9 seconds on the play clock. Russellville has it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Pistol formation. They're going to play action pass, screen pass out to Stokes on the far side. It's complete across the 30. He's going to be out of bounds, shy of the 35.
That's a good safe play, just a little swing pass out to Stokes.
Trenton Stokes' older brother, Caleb Stokes, state champion for the Cyclones.
Bad thing about that, it stopped the clock.
Yeah, that's all right. We get 4 yards on first down. Russellville has only averaged 1.5 yards on first down all night. 6:50 left. Cyclones leading by 2. Pistol formation again. Whitford looking left and throws out of the reach of Donahoe. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Who was open?
Yep, he was.
Just broke down the field, then broke to the sideline. Yeah. He was open.
Well, he was in that slot there, and they were giving him a big cushion. And when you need 6, that would have been, if he had just caught it and fell down, that would have been 3 or 4 yards right there. Russellville needs their own 40 for a first down. Play clock at 13. Game clock is stopped with 6:47 left. Whitford back to pass. Plenty of time. He's going to throw down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Going for Donahoe again. This will bring up 4th and 6, and Russellville going to have to punt it away.
It's first time, or I think first time they've had Trey Potter in the backfield. He just broke out here to this left side. He was open about the 35-yard line. Not enough for a first unless he caught the ball and could make it.
Cyclones only able to run off 14 seconds on this drive. They took over with 6:56 left. There's 6:42 left right now. They did end up picking up just 4 yards. Got out of bounds and a couple of incompletions. Yeah, they get the snap off with 2 seconds left. Here's a wobbly kick over to the right. Nobody there to field. It's going to take a Cyclone bounce. Now they're going to pick it up at the 31. Pick up about 5 yards and get out of bounds. They're going to mark him dead at the 36-yard line. So a 35-yard punt and a 5-yard return.
Wish Russellville could have got some more time off the clock. 14 seconds won't cut it. We've got to pick up some first downs when we get the ball.
Well, now you're thinking if Morrilton thinks that this is their last drive, then expect them to go for it on 4th downs and then be thinking if it's 3rd and 10, we have 2 downs to get 10 yards, and they'll try to run the ball maybe on a passing down. That's something you got to be thinking about, and I'm sure the Cyclone coaches are. 6:33 left. Russellville leading 12-10. Cyclones 12 points in the 3rd quarter after trailing at halftime 10-0.
Watch Maul get the ball right here.
He's going to line up to the right of the quarterback, Tucker Granberry. Granberry, they're going to give it to Mull. He's trying left side. He's got some room over there across the 40, 45, has the first down, gets near midfield. And you just think that at times maybe they were going away from their strength, I guess is a nice way to put it. That time, Mull, it might be his longest carry of the night at 13 yards. He's hit the century mark on 21 carries.
Yeah, and that number 20, Salazar, he's making a name for himself on defense, another tackle.
They have the ball at their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs. Mull again lines up in pistol and then moves to the right. This is the same play. It sure looks like it. Mull trying to go left side. This time he's going to be hitting the backfield and slowed up, and then there's Ty Hips and a host of Cyclones. They bring him down, but not before he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think Potter, number 16, is in on that play.
Somebody got in the backfield and slowed him up just enough for help to arrive.
I think that was Hips.
6:05, 6:04 left to play in the game. Clock rolling. Play clock at 25. Mull going to come out of the game. In for him will be Darius Allison, who only got a couple carries in this game near the very end of the 2nd quarter, right before halftime. Play clock at 13 seconds. Boy, they're playing like this is their last drive and put it all on this one. They're taking their time. Allison, he will line up to the right of the quarterback. Play action pass to him. Now they're going to throw to him out of the backfield. Complete. It's at the 45-40. Has the first down before being tripped up. And they say he got out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
That was a good play by Morrilton. You have to give him credit, faking it to him and then bringing the defense into the quarterback, and then he just flips it out to him.
Yeah, Russell didn't go for the fake, and then they threw the guy they faked the handoff to. And so the fact that Russell didn't go for the fake worked against them that time. If they'd have went for the fake, they would have took out the receiver of that play. Just bad luck for Russell there. 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs at the Cyclone 40-yard line. Clock is stopped with 5:32 left. Cyclones lead by 2. Granberry out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it to the running back, Darius Allison, straight up the gut. He'll get 1, maybe 2 before being pushed back. That's a big lick over there by the Cyclones on that far side.
Yeah, number 35, Fisher. No, number 35, McMullen.
Yeah, Christian McMullen there. Cyclones leading it here, 12-10. Morrilton, 2nd and 9 from the Russellville 39-yard line. Granberry out of the shotgun. I wonder if Jackson Mole is not injured because he's still not back in. I don't see him on the sideline, but he's definitely not in the game. Low snap, it's bobbled, and Granberry just going to fall on it back at the 45-yard line.
Again, Covington and Carson Smith, number 23, back there with the quarterback.
Well, but we thought when their center went out we might see that, and there was one right there because their center has been battling either a calf injury or leg cramps, and he's still laid down on the sidelines. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Devil Dogs. And I wonder, Jackson Mole, who's rushed for 100 yards, I don't see him on the sideline.
Yeah, he's down there.
Okay. But
right
helmet propped up. Something's
yeah.
got to be wrong with him because he's been their main offense tonight. 3rd down and long. Granberry, they need the 30-yard line of Russell for a 1st down. Looking left, nothing there. Pumps, now he's going to roll to his left. He's in trouble, and he's going to be tripped up inside their own 50-yard line. And again, that, like I said, when they put the eggs and all in one basket, now you wonder if they're going to go for it. That's a back-to-back 6-yard losses, under 4 minutes to play. And is Morrilton going to punt here and use their timeouts?
I think they are. Because they know the last time Russellville only was out there 14 seconds, so they figure their defense can hold them.
But the clock is rolling right now. 3:33 left. The clock is rolling.
I thought
and
it got out of bounds.
No, there's no sense of urgency here. And it looks like they don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what kind of alignment this is. And now we got a flag flying with 8 seconds left on the play clock. Illegal substitution against Morrilton. There was 8 seconds left on the play clock, and I don't know what kind of formation that, there was really the punter was back, but he was off to the side. 3:20 left, and Morrilton, their own worst enemy right now.
Caleb Gray back to receive the punt again.
It's 4th and 26. They're going to punt from their own 44-yard line. Clock rolling. They snap it because it was rolling before the penalty. Quincy Clemens on to punt. He's going to run to the right, kicks this one high this time. The last 2 have been line drives. Fair catch called for at the 26-yard. No, he didn't call for the fair catch. He breaks a tackle at the 30, 35, 40. He's at midfield. Gray, he's got some blockers ahead of him. Across the 30, cuts back at the 25, stumbling inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. 27, Caleb Gray. Taking it from the 28-yard line officially.
I think he's got a cramp, but he's wanting to get off the field.
They get him down to they're going to give him the 17-yard line, so a 28-yard punt, a 55-yard return.
I think Morrilton was expecting him to fair catch that because they had about 3 people back there with him.
Yeah, they were definitely there. They're waiting on the ball to come down. They let him catch it, and he decided not to fair catch it. He returns it 55 yards and flips the field. Russellville leading by 2 here. 2:55 left to go. 2:56 left to go in the game. And Cyclones at the 17-yard line of the Devil Dogs. Whitford will motion Donahoe to left out of the backfield. Whitford's going to keep it on the quarterback draw. He'll gain maybe a yard, and that'll be it.
That's a play just to keep the clock moving. Because he just, that quarterback draw went right off to the right tackle.
Well, if you're thinking about field goal possibilities, Russellville's missed 1 field goal. They've had 2 extra points blocked. A field goal here, a made field goal, would make it a 5-point lead and make Morrilton have to go for a touchdown. Morrilton not using one of their timeouts. They still have 3. The clock rolling, 2:16 left, and 6 seconds on the play clock. Whitford going to run to the right, pitches it to Donahoe, trying to get to the outside. He's across the 15-10 and pushed out of bounds, and a late hit coming in as 2 flags fly in. That's going to give Russellville first down just based on yardage.
Yeah, he was way out of bounds when they hit him. In fact, knocked him right into a photographer over there.
Somebody up here says they're flag. There's 2 flags that flied in. Yeah, they're going to – first we want to see it's going to be where he's out of bounds, and it's going to be half the distance from there. So they're going to say he stepped out at the 14-yard line. So a pickup of 2 just on the play, but half the distance penalty puts it at the 7-yard line, and that gives Russellville a first down and goal. Now the clock is stopped because he did get out of bounds with 2:07 left. Russellville leading by 2. Russellville 2-point underdogs in this game. According to Hootens, they lead 12-10. Play clock at 12 seconds. Braden Whitford still looking at the sideline, trying to get the play. Russell may have to hurry. They may use a burn a timeout here. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. You want to be sure. Whitford motions Donahoe again to the left, and it's going to again be a quarterback draw. I think Russellville might have called timeout. Nope, there's a flag. So they're going to get a false start, I'm sure, against Russellville. Boy, that's about 4 or 5 of those against us, and bad timing there. Instead of first and go from the 7, you get moved back to the 12.
Yeah, that area down there is not a place you want to pick up a penalty. And the clock's down to play clock's down to 15, 14.
Yep. Morrilton's defense is yelling field goal. I don't know why. It's first and goal. They kept yelling field goal, field goal. Must be their play call.
Got to hurry.
Field goal formation. They do get the play off.
Can you?
False start. Okay, I'll say it wasn't delay a game. It was false start against Russellville. Yeah, Russellville's taking their time, but the clock's not rolling. So.
Well, now Russellville's called a timeout. Talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. Russellville leading 12-10 with 2:05 left. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
You know, at Philrod Auto Place, we have a belief. When you buy a vehicle from us, you're not just buying a car, truck, or an SUV. Our customers become our partners and our friends, and we focus on maintaining that partnership. Yes, we have the best built vehicles on the planet with Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota, but honestly, anyone can sell a car. We develop relationships. You have a friend at the dealership who will look